Welcome boys. Today we are going to start capacitors because we have done electric field and potential and the last topic was the equipotential surface. Now today we are going to start the capacitor. Now before studying capacitor you must know what is conductor and what is insulator. Now conductor is that thing which conducts electricity when it is connected across the cell. Means there are some free or mobile electron inside the conductor which drift on the application of external electric field. But in case of insulators, these electrons which are present in outermost orbit are not free. They are bound. And then if the electric field is applied, then there is no movement of free electrons because the free electrons are absent in that. If we talk about the conductor and we just try to increase the charge on the conductor. Suppose we have taken a conductor A and we are just increasing charge on it. Then when charge is continuously being increased, then its potential is increasing. If the potential of the conductor A is increasing continuously, then further more charge can be accumulated on this. But this accumulation of the charge on the conductor A has a certain limit. For example, if Q is a charge which is being transferred to the conductor A and this V is the potential of the conductor, means as the charge is increasing on the conductor, its potential is also increasing. Because you have seen in the Gauss theorem that potential on the surface of the conductor is equal to V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R, where R is the radius of conductor. And here we have assumed conductor to be spherical. Now a conductor can be of any shape, any irregular shape, but it will have certain fixed potential on its surface. Now if charge is continuously being increased, then its potential is also increasing, and a constant appears. A constant appears because this increased charge and increased potential difference are up to an extent when there is dielectric breakdown of the medium. This C is constant and it's called capacitance. This is constant and it is called capacitance of conductor. Now word capacitance means what? It is the ability of the conductor to store the charge. It is the ability of the particular conductor to store the charge. Now from here we can write the unit of the capacitance of the conductor, that is Q by V. It is Coulomb, that is Coulomb upon volt, or another unit is defined. This is called Farad, F-A-R-A-D, denoted by capital F, and 1 farad is equal to 1 Coulomb per volt. And 1 farad is big unit of capacitance. We will see here from the spherical capacitors. So 1 farad is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. Now think the situation कि इस पर चार्ज कब तक बढ़ाया जा सकता है, up to which extent the charge on this conductor can be increased. जब इस पे बढ़ता जाएगा चार्ज, सपोज दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव चार्ज, इसका पोटेंशियल कंटिन्यूअसली बढ़ता जाएगा. अब इसके बगल में हमने जो मीडियम लिया एयर है. अब एक ऐसी सिचुएशन आएगी कि जब ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज डेफिनेटली, अगर यहां पॉजिटिव चार्ज होगा, ये V पोटेंशियल पे होगा, यहां V इज इक्वल टू 0 पोटेंशियल पर एक लार्जर डिस्टेंस हम मान सकते हैं क्योंकि वहां कोई कंडक्टर नहीं है. ये हाइयर पोटेंशियल हुआ, ये लोअर पोटेंशियल हुआ. और एक सिचुएशन ऐसी आती है कि जो ये मीडियम ब्रेक कर जाता है और दिस चार्ज फ्लोज थ्रू द एयर. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड डाइलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ द मीडियम. और जब ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा तो उस कंडीशन में क्या होगा, ये चार्ज यहां हायर पोटेंशियल से लोअर पोटेंशियल पर फ्लो कर जाएगा एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज सीन इन लाइटनिंग इन द एटमॉस्फेयर. जो एटमॉस्फेयर में लाइटनिंग होती है विद द क्रैकिंग साउंड. क्रैकिंग साउंड का मतलब क्या है, दिस एयर ब्रेक्स एंड the path through which the charge flows through the air is seen, is visible in terms of a silver lining in the sky with the thundering wires, and thundering wires is due to the breakdown of this air. तो इस पर चार्ज कब तक स्टोर होगा, जब तक कि इसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन ना हो जाए और ये चार्ज फ्लो नहीं कर जाए एटमॉस्फेयर में. क्लियर. अब उसी एक्सटेंट तक हम इसको चार्ज दे सकते हैं. तो कैपेसिटेंस आया यहां पे, यानी किस हद तक, किस एक्सटेंट तक आप चार्ज को एक्युमुलेट करा सकते हैं किसी कंडक्टर पे, जब तक कि उसके सराउंडिंग में जो एयर है, मीडियम है, उसका ब्रेकडाउन ना हो. जैसे ही ब्रेकडाउन हुआ, इट विल फ्लो फ्रॉम हायर पोटेंशियल टू लोअर पोटेंशियल एंड देयर विल बी ए streak of light in the atmosphere. Okay, now if we consider the case, inside the atmosphere, for example, upper layer is positively charged and lower layer is negatively charged. तो ये चार्ज एक्युमुलेशन होता जाता है. ठीक है. जब यहां पर यानी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस रीजन में पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव हाई हो जाती, इतनी हाई हो जाती है कि जो इस मीडियम को ब्रेक कर सके, दैट इज कॉल्ड डाइलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन. और जो आप सुनते होंगे या जो एटमॉस्फेरिक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से, यानी जो आकाशीय बिजली है, वो गिरने से क्या हुआ, लोगों की मौत हो गई. What happens exactly there? Suppose a person is standing in the rainy season. क्योंकि ड्राई वेदर में तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि सन दिख रहा है और आपको बिजली कड़क रही है. ठीक. Suppose a person is standing here and there is a positive layer on the upper side and negative layer on the lower side. Then certainly this person is also at negative potential. Now whenever there is a breakdown of the medium, then this momentary current flows through this person for a short interval of time, and due to very high current the person dies. And to minimize these effects, lightning conductors are used in the buildings. So that is another thing. Now we should come to the capacitor once again. So this was the basic concept of the capacitor, and now we can write the dimension of capacitance of capacitance, that is, from here we can write it is C is equal to Q by V and V is equal Q upon W by Q. Again this is Q square upon W. So and Q is equal to A square T square, W work done M L2 T minus 2. वर्क को हमने ml2 t minus 2 कर लिया. Now further we can write the dimension by taking these into numerators. Now the dimension of C is equal to m minus 1 L minus 2 A to the power 2 and T again T to the power. This is dimension of capacitance of the capacitor. Now we should now consider a plate given a charge and its effect on another neighboring plate. But before that we should find out the capacitance of a spherical capacitor. Capacitance of spherical capacitor. Now, if we consider a conducting sphere of radius r, this is center O, then electric field lines are directed normal to the surface. This is a positively charged. I have drawn only 4 field lines, but there will be infinite. Now we know that potential on the surface, potential V on the surface is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. This is potential on the surface. Now according to the definition of capacitance, we can write C is equal to Q by R, that is Q by this. At the place of V, we can write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So this Q cancels out, this becomes 4 pi epsilon naught. This is capacitance. Now we have considered that air is around this conductor. Now if there is another medium around this conductor, then directly capacitance can be written as 4 pi epsilon R, where epsilon is the permittivity, absolute permittivity of that medium. It is absolute permittivity of that medium, and this can be represented as, this epsilon can be represented at E naught, that is in terms of permittivity of free space, that is K times E naught, that is C is equal to 4 pi K times E naught R, where K is the dielectric constant of the medium around that spherical conductor. Means capacity increases K times the capacitance having air in the surrounding. यानी अगर इसके सराउंडिंग में एयर है तो ये कैपेसिटी है 4 pi epsilon naught r, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space. अगर कोई दूसरा मीडियम है जिसकी absolute permittivity ये है, we can write this absolute permittivity in terms of permittivity of the free space and the dielectric constant of that medium. तो ये हुआ capacitance of the spherical capacitor of radius r. Now, if we want to find out the radius of the spherical conductor whose capacity is 1 farad, तो इसलिए मैंने कहा कि 1 farad is a very large capacity. Now we'll see this. That is, if C is equal to 1 farad, you have to find out the radius. This is 1 farad is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Now here, for simplicity of calculation, we can write here as 1 farad upon 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to R, and the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 power 9. So we have simplified the calculation, that is 1 by 9 into 10 to the power 9 is equal to R. Now, here we have just replaced 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught at 9 into 10 power 9. So, we can write 1 farad upon this quantity as 9 into 10 power 9. Or you can say 9 into 10 to the power 6 kilometer is radius, which is almost 1500 times the radius of Earth. It is almost 1500 times the radius of Earth. So 1 farad is that much big unit for the capacity of a conductor. Now we can calculate the capacitance of Earth also by the same formula. That is, radius of Earth RE is equal to 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meters approximately. Okay, and you can write its capacity as 1 upon 4, that is 4 pi epsilon naught RE, that is 4 pi epsilon naught into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meters. Now you can put directly the value of epsilon naught, that is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12, value of pi and value of 4 here in this expression, and the result will come in farads. For simplifying this calculation, you can write this as 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 upon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. इसको हमने नीचे ले लिया डिनोमिनेटर में. Now this can be written as 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 upon 9 into 10 to the power 9. And you can write 6.4 upon 9 into 10 to the power minus 3. Or you can write 6.4 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 4 farads. It is the capacity of Earth. It is the capacity of Earth. You can convert this in microfarads, but this is the actual value, that is 63. It is 7.11 into 10 power minus 4 farads. Clear? So you have seen that the farad is that much bigger unit of the holding the charge or capacitance of the capacitor. Now come to the second thing, that is a parallel plate capacitor. Now, first we take single plate and we have given charge Q, and this Q is uniformly distributed on both the sides of this conductor. Again, it can reach to a certain potential. किस पोटेंशियल तक? जब तक इसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेकडाउन ना हो, उस पोटेंशियल तक इस पर चार्ज इंक्रीज किया जा सकता है। तो वो एक डेफिनेट वैल्यू है जिस तक हम पोटेंशियल इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं। नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इफ वी जस्ट प्लेस another uncharged plate near this charged plate? Then by the method of induction, this surface acquires minus Q charge and this surface acquires plus charge. By the induction. अब, what is the effect of placing this plate near this plate? Suppose this is plate A, this is plate B. इस B को इसके पास प्लेस करने पर इफेक्ट क्या है? Now see here. दो चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जनरेट हुए, इक्वल और अपोजिट चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस। अब जो यहां पर चार्ज है, दैट इज क्लोजर टू दिस चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, यानी नेगेटिव चार्ज यहां पर क्लोज है और पॉजिटिव चार्ज अवे है। Now, if positive charge is away and negative charge is closer, then certainly the net effect is that this plate B will lower the potential of this. क्यों? क्योंकि माइनस क्यू यहाँ है, माइनस चार्ज यहाँ है, प्लस चार्ज यहाँ है, माइनस इसकी पोटेंशियल को डिक्रीज करेगा और प्लस इससे दूर है, तो जितना प्लस कंपनसेट करेगा उससे ज्यादा नेगेटिव इसे डिक्रीज करेगा। अब नेट इफेक्ट इस प्लेट का क्या हुआ? इसका पोटेंशियल डिक्रीज कर गया। जब डिक्रीज कर गया पोटेंशियल, तो वी कैन स्टोर फर्दर चार्ज, दैट इज चार्ज Q कैन नाउ बी इंक्रीज्ड टू ब्रिंग दिस कॉम्बिनेशन टू सेम पोटेंशियल। इस उसी पुराने पोटेंशियल तक लाने के लिए अब हम ज्यादा चार्ज स्टोर कर सकते हैं। Now again to one arrangement. What if this disconnect this side of the plate to earth? This positive charge flows to earth. Now the effect of the positive charge on this plate has vanished and the net effect is due to the negative charge only. And if this negative charge is decreasing the potential of this plate, then certainly further more charge can be accumulated to bring to same potential. अगर इनिशियल पोटेंशियल V था, तो अब V तक लाने के लिए इस पर और चार्ज स्टोर किया जा सकता है। So the effect of placing an uncharged plate near a charged plate was that the potential was decreased due to induction of charge, and when this charge moved to ground, there is only negative charge left on the inner plate, which consequently lowered the potential of this plate, and further more charge was accumulated. So by arranging this setup, we just increase the capacity of holding the charge, यानी और ज्यादा से ज्यादा चार्ज हम इस पर स्टोर कर सकते हैं। क्लियर? दिस इज द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर। दिस इज द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द आर्टिकल पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर, एंड दिस इज द ओरिजिन ऑफ two plates placed side by side having a finite separation between them. Now, this is parallel plate capacitor. we have two plates. One is positively charged. This is plate A. One is negatively charged, which is placed just, this is negatively charged plate B. This is connected with the battery, positive terminal of the battery. This is connected with the negative terminal of the battery along with a key. Now separation between the plates is D and area of plates is A. Area of plates is A and separation is D. Now if you take a point P here in between the plates, we have done in case of Gauss theorem, that is the electric field inside between the plates. Now EA, electric field due to plate A, suppose this is containing charge plus Q and this is containing charge minus Q. जितना इस पर होगा उतना इंड्यूस करेगा. अब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू प्लेट ए, EA का डायरेक्शन ये है, एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू प्लेट बी, EB का डायरेक्शन भी यही है, बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज डायरेक्टेड away from the positive charge distribution and towards the negative charge distribution. तो EA इस डायरेक्शन में है और अगेन EB इस डायरेक्शन में है. नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E क्या है? इज EA plus EB. We have obtained the result, that is electric field EA is equal to what? Sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. This is 1, and again EB is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, or E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught plus sigma upon 2 epsilon naught, which is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught. Or in terms of charge we can write Q epsilon naught A, since sigma is equal to Q by charge per unit area, and area is A is the area of the plates. Now the potential difference of the cell is V, and total potential difference is applied across the plates. Now we can further simplify this, that E, by using relation E is equal to V by D, or V is equal to E into D, we have obtained value of E, that is Q epsilon naught A into D. This is expression 3. And again, by the definition of capacitance, C is equal to Q by V, that is Q upon QD whole divided by epsilon naught A. Q cancels out. This becomes epsilon naught A by D. This is what. So this is result for the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor, which is directly proportional to the area of plates, and this area of plates is common area of the plates. अगर दो plates ऐसी हैं parallel हैं लेकिन उनकी area same नहीं है, this A refers to the common area of the plates and D refers to the separation. The separation between the plates means separation between positive and negative plate. So in general we can summarize this formula as, that is C directly proportional to A and C inversely proportional to upon B. Means greater the area of the plates, greater will be its capacitance, and lesser the separation between plates, greater will be its capacitance. Now what happens if there is any other medium other than air inside the space between the plates, or we can say let a medium of dielectric constant K is in between plates. अगर कोई ऐसा मीडियम है जिसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट K है और एब्सोल्यूट परमिटिविटी उसकी ये है एप्सिलॉन, so we can write this formula as C is equal to CK हमने लिया है कैपेसिटेंस विद डाइलेक्ट्रिक, CK is equal to epsilon A by D which is equal to K times epsilon naught A by D which is equal to K times C. Ck is equal to what? K times C. That is its capacitance increases K times. आपने देखा C क्या है? एयर का है जो हमने एयर और वैक्यूम लिया था, और K क्या है? डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट। और ये जो एक्सप्रेशन आया इस टोटल को हम रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं क्या? This total can be replaced as C. So if the space between the plates of the capacitor is filled with a medium of dielectric constant K, then its capacitance increases to K times to that of air, to that of filled with air. Its capacitance increases to K times to that of filled with air. अगर हम किसी प्लेट्स के बीच में हम एक ऐसा मीडियम फिल कर देते हैं जिसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट K है, तो उसकी कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज कर जाती है K टाइम्स टू दैट ऑफ एयर। Now, this was the basic of the parallel plate capacitor, the capacitance of the capacitor, and we have obtained the result, and we can see from this expression that the capacitance of the capacitor depends upon shape and size of the plates. Second, it depends on the separation between the plates. Third, it depends upon the medium between the plates. So there are three factors. One, separation between the plates. Second, shape and size, that is the area of the plates. And third, the medium between the plates. And it is the condition on which the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor depends. Now there will be some more types of capacitors, that is combination of capacitors, different arrangement to find out the equivalent capacitance, that is series combination and parallel combination of the capacitors, charges stored on the capacitor, loss of energy during charging and discharging of the capacitor. So these are few articles which are remaining and they are yet to be taken. So we will discuss these things in the next lecture. Thanks and have a good day.